Sunday again. So it's time to show you what I've been doing this week, quilting related. First off, let me tell you, I cleaned my quilting room, but as happens, it's not visible anymore because I started quilting this weekend. So this floor was empty. Now it's not empty because this is my Queen of Thorns quilt. It's obviously done with red. And these are some fabrics I got from a very lovely lady who helped me, who made like baby carriers out of fabric. And they're going to be related together. And there are some bras for the quilt. And see how lovely this used to look with pots and stuff like that. And now my clean room is not that clean anymore. But anyhow, this is the progress on the Queen of Thorns quilt. It starts with her heart in the middle. I have ideas on how I want to finish it, the surroundings and stuff like that, but I'm not sure how yet. For now I'm just working on the heart. It's semi-improvisational. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to make a heart shape and applique it on the thing when it's done, on the bigger quilt. And I also want to show you another thing, because I got a tree in my house. Yes, you can do indoor trees. And this Friday, it was amazing weather in the Netherlands. It was like spring. And my tree actually started to growing leaves. And these two I hadn't even seen yet. But they came out today, I think. It has been an amazing weekend. And first these came. Cutest thing ever. And now here, and here are some too. And here, oh, this one is also new. And also at the top, you also see a small green thing starting. I know this has nothing to do with quilting, but I've always had a love for plants. And lately they've been growing amazingly, so I'm showing you too. This is also a plant I had not expected to work out. This is a date. If anybody knows what I'm supposed to do with it, because it just keeps on growing longer, and I don't really know how to keep it alive. But we'll go for the best. And also this one is a grape. Also something I did not expect to survive. That's why it looks so strange. It was in my closet for, it was even like in the dark for a long time, and then it germinated anyway, same as those dates. And I thought it died, but there are also some new leaves here. So I found a stick, and I think I'm going to try to just make the best out of it. The dates were also very funny. I thought it hadn't survived, but then I was deplanting the pot to put something else in it, and then I found that the date was growing. So put it right side to the sky, and it went fine. And here are my pepper plants, but they need some water and more space, so I'm going to do that this week. Yeah. So anyhow, here's some chaos. Oh, this quilt I can show you. I did not prepare. Oh, this is the sock quilt. I've already shown you, right? See, I sewed the pieces with thread. Now I have to sew it down with a sewing machine. Jeez. Okay, anyhow, I want to show you this quilt. The Redemption Quilt. I think I will finish it this week. I was doing the quilting, the lines. But then I ran out of thread, so I had to stop. And I think the lines will look better if I do another one in between. So that's what I'm going to do this week. And another quilt I've been working on is this one. I had a light, but it sort of stopped working. Kijk. This is a pillow. And yeah, this is one I'm making for the pro classes. And I wanted to see how it looks. See, it's not finished yet. But I think it looks cute, right? One of the pro classes is going to be as underlying philosophy to quiltify everything. So I'm starting to quiltify everything in my house, including these pillows. And this is the last thing I wanted to show you. This is the meditation quilt. I'm working on sewing down the back, because this was a bit of a chaotic quilt for me. But it's okay, because the road to meditation and mindfulness is also a bit chaotic, because you need to go through chaos and destruction before you find peace. And I'm sewing it down so it will stay shut. I have to send this next week, so I actually have to finish this. And this is a label I made. Another interesting story, the label is not super readable. I wanted the letters to be white, but it turned out yellow. And I was allowed to send it back and get new ones, but then I realized that they will probably throw these ones away. And since they're sort of readable and I'm the sustainable quilter, I decided to just keep it and go with it. Every mistake is a story, right? And this is the front of the meditation quilt. I quilted it with lines to indicate sort of the way you're supposed to go, like this way, that way, that way, that way, and then you go that way. So you meditate towards clarity of mind and a solution. And it's made with denim and old shirts to make the statement that we need to meditate about ways to better this world. And I have this direction because I want to give hope. Yeah, so that's the quilts I have. I hope you enjoy it. And I will see you next week. I don't have anything. Oh, this one. I've shared a story about this one on my Facebook and Instagram. I will write a blog about it because I met somebody who wrote an amazing poem and suddenly this whole quilt made sense. Like this quilt, I've made it, I think 3 years ago, something like that. And it has had many different forms. It went from bigger to smaller, and it was like a very small part for the longest time. And I never really knew how to finish this quilt. I didn't really know. It didn't feel complete, but I also didn't know how to make it complete. But then I joined an event of the library where I live by, and the event was a line of poetry. They would call you up and read poetry to you. It was very enjoyable, actually. I had a very interesting poet. And that poet was reading a poem that was actually, he was reading the poem to me, and I was looking at this artwork, and suddenly I realized the fact that this quilt doesn't feel finished is actually what makes the story of this quilt come true. And through that poem also is a way to explain the meaning of this quilt. There are actually 2 stories in this quilt now, because every quilt has several stories in them. And I'm working on a blog post and a video on those stories. So yeah, follow me on Instagram and my blog and stuff like that to be the first to know. And if it will be a video, you'll be, of course, notified when you follow me on YouTube. I bless you, bless your Sunday. Have a good week, and yeah, enjoy the people in your life, or enjoy your quiet time, whatever. Do some quilting for me this evening.